finished the story.
It's time. It's time for the main event. How we doing, fellas?
Not bad, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good. Still in shock, but we'll talk about that in a little while.
Tell me about it, mate.
And it's not what you all think before you start going, oh, yeah. No, something shocked me more this weekend and then last night. But I'm good, mate. I'm good.
Attacking Naomi.
But yeah, I'm all good. How are yous?
I'm all good, mate. I'm all good. Same shit, different day. Same shit, different week. We move.
Same shit, different toilet.
Yeah. Yeah, all good, mate. I'm all good. Teddy?
Theodore?
Yeah, same, mate. It's plodding along. Yes. It's a good weekend of wrestling. Some madness has happened in the last, last 48 hours has been absolutely fucking insane.
How long now
Messed
till
up.
Japan?
It is...
Countdown on?
Yeah, it's just over a month. So I fly 5 weeks on Monday.
So, because I always keep forgetting, are you joining us for WrestleMania over Cam?
So yeah, my plan of action is I will be there on thingy on my laptop.
And is that for Stand and Deliver and WrestleMania on the Saturday? Or is it just going to be WrestleMania?
It'll just be WrestleMania.
Okay.
See, I can't do Stand and Deliver.
So we have to get me start times for Stand and Deliver, mate. So we get
I
shit
think
sorted.
it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
So it's 4 o'clock. That's 5 hours less than Mania. So Mania starts for me at 9 a.m. So that'll be 4 a.m. my time.
So
I need to build up. Yeah, I need to work it out.
So when we do Stand and Deliver, are you doing Stand and Deliver with me, John?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when we do it, we'll do it over here. And then once we finish, I'll probably go for an hour's kip or whatever it is, and then come to yours for WrestleMania.
If you want to do it that way, as I say, if you want to just come down here,
because I want a kip before Mania.
That's fine. As I say, if you want to come here, we could do Stand Deliver, and we can go off stream, grab some tea, and then back on.
Yeah, we could do that. To be fair,
I don't think the peeps are ready to see me and you with shrapnels with chicken wings around their face.
Chicken wing. Yeah. No, that's fine. So yeah, a lot of things coming up for WrestleMania week. I have just been approved the week off. So I've been doing Raw, I'll be doing NXT, I'll be doing the Hall of Fame, doing SmackDown, Stand and Deliver, WrestleMania Night 1, WrestleMania Night 2, the Raw after WrestleMania, and then NXT on the Tuesday. There'll be a lot of lives. There'll be lives during the day, during the week as well, because I'll be doing 2K, and no doubt if John's off, we can do 2K together. And we can do some stuff on Twitch. So get yourselves over, go join all our socials. Wrestling fellas everywhere. So come and join us for WrestleMania week.
Touching on 2K launches on, well, you get the pre-order, launches on Friday.
Yeah, it does.
There is going to be some stuff coming from all three of us in different forms, whether it's showcase mode, career mode, GM mode, whatever. There's going to be stuff coming. So look out for, obviously, over on the Twitch for the live streams there. Look out on the YouTube for playthroughs, whatever you want to see. It's all going to be there. And it will start rolling in from Friday. Yep.
Friday morning will be myself. And then Ted will take over in the afternoon. And then we'll swap, and I'll go on TikTok or Twitch or whichever way around. And then John will be recording stuff for YouTube. And then me and Ted will also be recording stuff for YouTube. But on the Friday, I'm live. Ted will be live in the afternoon for some 2K content.
I'll be live, but I'll be on my own Twitch recording it and getting it through that way. Which, if you want to see what it is, I'll drop it in the Discord. But obviously, these fellas, make sure you support them over hours.
I'll put it in the link in the description below for you.
So make sure you join us for all our 2K stuff. Let's blow it up. Let's get the boys a partnership with 2K.
Please.
Don't want to buy the game next year.
Yeah, I really don't. Struggling, man. No, but yeah,
So-
no, we could do that. Blow it up, and we can do more for you over there.
Yeah, I'm going to do Supercard again soon on
I
there
was
as
going
well.
to say Supercard
So
will be one. Be good for around about Mania time.
I'm trying to get my tier up because I'm not the top tier yet. So I'll get my tier up and I don't look like a dweeb. I don't play
Building
as
it
much
up,
as
that's
you.
the fun of it.
I'm just short of it now, but yeah. But there'll be live streams for Supercard and I'll post the videos once again on our socials and stuff. So yeah,
And when
make sure
there's
you join
drops,
us.
you'll have drops on, won't you?
And keep an eye on our TikTok because something happened to me last night on my live stream, and I'm going to share it with you because you are my people as well. So keep an eye on our TikTok in the next day or so. You'll see the great fall of 2025.
Yeah, keep an eye out for that. Cool. Obviously, like Ted said, big weekend of wrestling. Big news coming from a certain somebody. Hence the t-shirt. See? Themed. Oh, he's got the same. Look at that, see? And Ted's with Bullet Club. I thought you would have had your John Cena shirt on after.
That's been burnt. Everything's been burnt.
Oh, is that it now? You're done with
Yeah.
now?
Setting fire.
Are you with the kids crying?
BBC was 10.
Yeah.
He stood for hustle, royalty, respect. What's he done? It's like United fans burning United shirts. Well, yeah, the big news. John Cena, after so many years of him saying he's never going to turn heel, turned heel with the final boss at Elimination Chamber. Yeah, did the cutthroat. We all thought it was going to be Cody at WrestleMania. Mr. Babyface himself looks like he's going to do a Cena and probably do it in his retirement tour.
21 years, 3 months, and 23 days as a babyface.
Mental.
He's a bad.
Yeah, it was unexpected because I don't think anyone had John Cena turning heel on the bingo card that night.
Right,
Ever.
I vaguely remember saying early in the stream, what if it's John Cena? And we were straight away like, nah, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
No, I know. Because you don't.
And
It's John Cena. It's Mr. fucking most wishes ever.
The Wishbreaker, someone called him last night on stream.
Yeah, Wishbreaker.
But you know the best thing about it, right? That night, I've seen a clip. That night, he was still making wishes.
Yeah,
he
he
was.
did before, yeah.
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 And like the kids are like, "Are you going to win tonight?" He's like, "I don't know. Do you think I'm going to win?" He's like, "Well, yeah." John Cena like, "Well, I'm going to win." And it's like he must have been sat there going, "I'm going to win, but I'm going to probably make you cry tonight. I am really sorry, but go fuck yourself."
Yeah. And then obviously on Raw as well, we had a big moment happen on Raw, which we'll get to soon. And then we've got Revolution this weekend. AEW Revolution, we are live for that on Sunday night, so come join us for that. That should be a good, pay-per-view is normally slap, so.
Sunday/Monday morning.
Yeah, it's
not
1 o'clock in the morning.
Sunday.
Depending where you are in the world, it's 1 o'clock in the morning in the UK. Till about 9 o'clock in the evening, Tuesday night. So, come and join us for an AEW pay-per-view. With Big Boom. Big Boom AJ. Anyway, Elimination Chamber. Let's talk about Elimination Chamber. I thought it was a good event. It wasn't the best Elimination Chamber ever. Had some memorable moments. We started off with a women's Elimination Chamber, and when all the women were in there, it started off with Raquel and Naomi. Not Raquel, sorry, Liv and Naomi. And then all of a sudden Jade Cargill's music hit, which Ted broke the news first to us. This was his first nibble of the night, even though it weren't meant to be a nibble, but it was. And she came down, Liv's like, "It weren't me, I promise you it weren't me," and then she goes straight after Naomi. Bianca's in the chamber crying her eyes out, going, "Ah, what are you doing?" But if you've watched a clip on TikTok, just before Naomi gets attacked, she turns around to Bianca, and they both look at each other like they're shitting themselves. So maybe they're both in it.
So last night on Raw,
think it's Bianca.
Last night on Raw,
Bianca.
I'm certain it's Bianca. last night on Raw, when they were outside the ring and she was coaxing Io to get back up and get in, she kept looking over her shoulder into the crowd. Bianca is looking out for Jade.
Yeah. It is Bianca, but are they both in it at the same time?
Because when Jay's music hit, Naomi was just confused. Bianca was taking her fucking jacket off and everything, ready for a scrap. So
I mean, Bianca can't have a scrap. She's in the chamber.
Yeah, but that doesn't stop people getting thrown through it, so she can get it.
It's not real glass. It's the
bulletproof.
plexiglass.
Look, stop crying in a river.
Oh, for fuck's sake! I'm leaving the company. Yeah. It was a good chamber. It's a bit brutal on Liv. Liv has come out with scars all over her, and
she took an absolute beating. Liv.
Roxanne had a good showing as well when she came in. Alexa didn't last very long and didn't do really what I thought she was going to do, or what if I thought they were going to do with anything to do with the Wyatts. However, news today: Bo Dallas has been cleared to return, so we could see that on SmackDown this week. I'm not live for SmackDown, by the way, this week. I'm live for NXT. Go join us tonight. So we could see something with the Wyatts, maybe going after Liv and Raquel for the tag titles.
I think that's what we're going to get in it.
With Alexa and Nikki, unfortunately. And they'll win. I don't want them to. I don't want them with titles. That's not what they're about. But it's probably going to happen, isn't it? Fellas, thoughts on the Women's Chamber?
It was alright. It was alright. It did its job. Set that storyline up with Jade more than anything.
Yeah.
Super, the top marks to Liv from taking the beating she did, and obviously a few other things happened to her. Well, another thing happened in the match, but she carried on regardless. And
that braid shot, that braid fucking whip, were fucking brutal.
And as I said on the stream, their braid ain't even real.
Yeah, people are calling for her to stop having it on now because it's getting a bit dangerous.
I'm not bothered by that. It's not real. I don't want to see it now. I've lost the illusion. It's not real to me, damn it.
I enjoyed the women's. It did its job. They open up the show and get the excitement up for us at home anyway, because the crowd went mild.
Yeah, this is what's annoying me. Like, the crowd's just shit, aren't they, in the US? Like, no offense to ETC and stuff, but ETC agrees. Like, because they have that many shows and they're watching it every week. The crowd are just dead for it. Like, you're in Canada, and your hometown hero, Trish Stratus, comes out, and it's like I'm watching Katana Chance and Caden Carter come out. Do you know what I mean? Where they don't know what the music's playing. Like, come on now. But I thought it was a good Elimination Chamber. Ted, do you think so?
Yeah, very good. Really good spots. I love the Alexa getting pinned with the hair. So she had all of Belair's hair, and that stopped her from getting.
Oh, I thought that got trapped underneath him.
No, she rolled onto it.
Oh, fair play. See,
So
little details like that.
But yeah, so which I thought were good. The only little gripe I have is just Bliss could have done a little bit more.
Yeah.
But that's a minor gripe though. That's nothing major. It's not ruined it or anything for me. Yeah. It was just a minor gripe.
And then we had the tag team match. Titty time. Tiffany and Trish. As not by us, by the way, by one of our
by one of the people in the stream.
Defeated Big Burt Angle. Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. I thought Candice put on a good showing, considering she's probably the one that I don't want to say lesser known, but is less big than Nia, Trish, and Tiff at the moment. Let's face it. Yeah. As much as we don't think she is. It was all to get Trish Stratus over and give Tiffany a push towards Mania against Charlotte. That's what John thought about that match. He yawned.
Sorry, I'm so excited.
No, it's alright. You did well last night.
It's not even that. I'm still suffering from fatigue from being ill. It's so bad.
Yeah. Anything special to note on that one, or is it move on to the next big one?
this is where, like, for me, Elimination Chamber started off well, ended well. In the middle,
No.
even the Kev.
Oh, the Kevin
Kev
Sammy
Sammy
match was
match.
good.
It was good.
I enjoyed it. I
I
think that's the one
enjoyed
I
it.
enjoyed the most.
Yeah, I will say it's the match I enjoyed the most, but obviously the ending to the
No,
other
I mean
show
out of
was-
them two, their matches they've had, that's the one I've enjoyed the most.
I
I can't remember the NXT one. I'll have to go back and watch it.
I've watched it recently, and I think they're close for me. They're close. But it's in you've got with the Kevin and Sammy match, you've got two candidates on Canada's own beating the living daylights out of each other, and once again, the crowd has lost the
Yeah.
atmosphere for it. And I think that's what I think Elimination Chamber. That's what gave them. That's what I think killed the buzz for it for me. Is the crowd were not up for it at all. They literally probably reacted properly to John Cena.
Yeah.
That's it. But yeah, the women's one, nothing special. It
Yeah.
got Trish and Tiff on telly.
Yeah, give Tiff a
See,
bit of a push towards Mania.
It's a bit. I feel so sorry for. I'm hoping something turns up for Nia, because I don't see a path to Nia for
No, I don't
Mania
either.
at the
I'm the
minute.
same.
And she's abs. I didn't. If you would have said to me this time last year that I'd be the one side defending Nia Jax, I would have told you to fuck
She's
off.
come on leaps and bounds throughout the year. And
She has.
she's
The
now.
only thing I could think for Mania for Nia is to do what they look like they're going to do with a men's IC title. To give the women's a multi-person match.
United States title.
And the United States title and the IC side as well. Because the IC needs something doing with it big time.
Yeah, we'll
They
talk
should have
about
cast
that in a
him
minute
last
after
night.
last night.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that in a minute. I agree. Yeah, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn was next, unsanctioned match. The referee came out in a black top, didn't wear a referee's outfit, and I agree with if you're on Twitter or you're on YouTube and you see someone called JD from New York, his views are very in your face and very blunt, and he'll say it how it is, and he gets a lot of hate from wrestlers and everyone for it. However, I agree with what he said. The little details matter, and with that unsanctioned match, with the lights turned down a little, with the referee having his black shirt on, and like WWE didn't want anything to do with it, I would have took the commentary away as well. Just make it like WWE completely don't want anything to do with this match. You two go out there, and it needed it because the crowd was shit in the end. If that was in UK, then you could have took the commentary away, just had the match, and it would have flowed perfectly because the crowd, we would have been well into it. Or in like France, for example.
There was also little niggly bits with it as well, like couldn't pin him outside the ring.
Yeah, which I thought was weird, being an unsanctioned match. I've read today that WWE, there was a few people that didn't want the barbed wire chair. Apparently Sami Zayn was one of them, didn't want the barbed wire chair. And Kevin Owens did. So WWE gave Kevin Owens what he wanted. Because Kevin said he'll take the thing into it.
He'll take the bump. Yeah.
Sami still didn't want to do it, but there was a lot of things that they did that they got away with that normally they wouldn't. That Triple H let them do. I thought it was a great match. I really enjoyed it. To be fair, I enjoyed the match more than any on the night. The end segment probably topped it. They did change the order of this pay-per-view as well. Rock and Cody were supposed to be between Tiff and Trish and Kevin Sammy.
And we now know why.
We know why. Which makes me think maybe that was done on the fly. Or they changed it up.
I've read something. I'll go into it when we get to the main event in a minute.
Thoughts on Owens and Sammy, Ted?
I really enjoy it's. So you guys were like pretty negative, like we're going to see this again. And I'll be honest, I was a little bit like that, but I could watch them to just fight.
I stand by what I say. I don't need to see another after this. I mean, I didn't need to see it for then, but after this, I don't want to see another Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn match for fucking about 30 years now. I'm done.
We're gonna know because it's gonna.
I know we're gonna because it's one of those. It's a reliable thing you can do. Do you know what I mean? It's like if you put Orton if Triple H was fake, you put Orton and Triple H together because you know it'll just work. Or Orton and Cena, it works.
It's the same. You split once the moment DIY split up, you can guarantee there's a Johnny
Oh,
Gargano.
Johnny, yeah, defo.
Tommaso match coming.
Yeah, defo.
Yeah, definitely.
But I stand by what I say. I don't need to see another match between them now. I'm done. Let's give it a rest. Keep them split and let them do their own thing. We're obviously going to get Orton came back at the end of the match, which we're going to get Orton and Kevin Owens at WrestleMania. Hopefully not just a one-on-one match. Hopefully it has some kind of stipulation to it because I think it needs it. I don't know what Sammy
Another
does.
Ascension match.
Yeah. Don't know what Sammy does. What does Sammy do now? Go from here? Or did he play on that he's injured? And bring it back Raw after WrestleMania for Jay?
That's it. I should just say what is now for Sammy. I was literally just going to say that. What is it for Sammy? How do we book Sammy now going to Mania? Because he's in no... unless you put him in that match with Orton and Kevin. But it makes no sense him going after Orton.
Yeah.
So that means that we're playing the fucking triple threat game because it looks like we're going to get 3 at the very least at this point.
I mean, do we in the next few weeks build Sammy up for the IC and put him in that multi-man IC match that looks like it's coming with Braun?
Who else is in that match then?
What? The IC?
Yeah.
AJ?
Yeah.
Kaiser?
Penta.
There's a reason I'm saying this, Ted. Go on. Who?
Pete Dunne.
Penta.
Oh, Penta. The guy that doesn't need to be at WrestleMania.
I go back on what I said in the WrestleMania one because he's going in there.
Yeah.
I didn't book a multi-man match, but it's the way they're playing out. You're probably going to get Sheamus thrown in there. Probably Pete Dunne because of his storyline with Kaiser and stuff.
We say Penta. However, there's a man that's just become a free agent. And from what I've read this morning, they're pushing for him to be at WrestleMania in some kind of match. Ray Phoenix.
I said last night in stream when someone mentioned it, put him on SmackDown, keep him away from him.
Oh, you won't have them together?
No.
So I said this last night to while you guys were watching Raw playing video games with my friend, and I was talking. He doesn't watch wrestling, but I speak to him about wrestling because he picks up here and like social media stuff.
Yeah.
And I was saying, I kind of feel sorry for Penta, in a way, because what they're going to want to do is they're going to want to throw them together as fast as they can, whereas Penta's. I want Penta on his own, but I like Penta on his own, not with Ray.
I think Triple H is clever enough to see that Penta's got enough steam running on his own.
Yeah.
That will keep the Lucha Bros in our back pocket from when we need it.
Yep.
Let's give Phoenix the packaging. We've give Penta, but over on SmackDown.
Yep. I agree.
SmackDown needs SmackDown mid-card needs Phoenix.
Yep. Agreed. If you have two multi-man matches, one for the US and one for the Intercontinental, in that US, you can have Ray Phoenix in it. If he's not going to win it, I'd say Jimmy Uso wins it. And then at the end of the night, and we're going to talk about WrestleMania, it should be the World Championship that goes on last. It's the World title. It goes on last. And you main event WrestleMania by winning the Royal Rumble. However, we know from previous WrestleManias and previous Royal Rumble winners, sometimes it doesn't happen. There's bigger fish to fry. Looks like the triple threat is going to be the main event because it's the biggest story between Seth, Punk, and Roman. Plus, it gives Punk his WrestleMania moment because that's what they want to give, which means Punk's winning. But I would have Jay and Gunther on last.
Yeah.
Jimmy wins it. The first match of the night is that Intercontinental multi-man match. Jimmy wins it, and then at the end of the night, they both held the titles up, and it's the big WrestleMania moment. Because let's face it, Cena's going to win the title on the last night of WrestleMania. And that's the heel moment. So you're going to need a good feel-good moment on the first night.
I think one... But yeah, I hope so.
But Ray Phoenix on the other brand, away from Penta, is best business. Keeps him away.
All day.
Penta has built up something on Raw, building up something on Raw, where he needs to be on every show. He needs to be on every pay-per-view. And I think without him, the show lacks a bit because everyone's wanting to see Penta. And if there's a vignette that like there was 2 weeks ago, there was a vignette of him, and he was on main event. I don't think it did anything for main event. We don't even get main event over here. It is what it is. But no, I agree with you, John. Ray Phoenix on SmackDown, Penta on Raw. Do what
Penta
you
walks
do.
out. If Penta's in the multi-man in the IC title, Penta walks out with the title.
And keep him away from the LWO.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Totally.
I swear to
We don't
God.
need more mass superstars in the LWO because that's who they are. Please keep them two away from it. And AXM when he comes up with Fraxium after WrestleMania. Which I'm scared for the NXT tag division after that because
He's not Latino, Axiom, so...
No, but he's got a mask. And I'm scared.
You've
for them
got a
coming
mask. Get over there with him.
Yeah, that's what it literally is. You got a mask? Oh, LWO, well done. You're going to be the next Rey Mysterio. And then isn't. Elimination Chamber match for a chance at Cody Rhodes. You had Cena, Punk, Priest, McIntyre, Logan, Seth. Everyone did the jobs. Built up stories going into this Elimination Chamber review is all about building the stories. You always can tell what's coming out of it. Obviously, you had Logan. Kind of like the odd one out because he's probably going to be looking like he's either in the multi-man match or against AJ Styles, one or the other.
Mm-hmm.
But you had Priest pin Drew, and then Drew Claymore him, and then Priest gets pinned. So there's your match for WrestleMania between them two. And then you had Seth, Punk, and Cena. Obviously, Seth stomped Punk after Punk hit him with the GTS and pinned him. And as the cage shut, he's shouting through the cage, "Die!"
Yeah.
Which I thought was a nice touch going into what happened on Raw. Cena obviously hit the... What's it called? I won't call it the STFU.
Yeah, that's...
It's just the STF, innit?
Yeah.
STFU, sounds better. Oh, I hope he brings all that back. He calls the attitude adjustment the FU. That'd be fucking mint. That'd be so good. Imagine Michael Cole shouting FU and then Pat just goes, "It's not FU, fuck you." Yeah, and then Cena wins. As we all predicted, it was in the predictions. We all predicted John Cena to win that Elimination Chamber. And then comes out the final boss with his best mate, Travis Scott.
Yeah, so before we get there, I feel this match might have been changed on the fly, like you said. Because, I know, once again, it's internet speculation. It's something I've read online, whether it's true or not. I've read a certain Pepsi Phil wasn't happy.
I've not read that. There's nothing on the
And with the ending, and he stormed out of the building with the ending.
I've heard he stormed out with Drew McIntyre. They both stormed out.
Me. Fucking hell.
Yeah, it wouldn't. But yeah, I've read somewhere online that he apparently has stormed out. Whether it's true or not, well, it's probably not because he turned up last night. It's Punk. Punk storms out. He takes his toys and stays at home. But yeah, I feel like that was changed because obviously we know that it was meant to be a mid-card segment and went to the end of the show. So I feel like that match could have potentially been Punk winning, and then we got a call change on it. Or, as they were keeping it such a tight-lipped secret, Punk was told all the way along that he was winning, and then told just before he went out that he wasn't.
I like that version.
I'm going to be perfectly honest. Everything I've read on our website, because you know me, every single day I have about 5 news websites I go on. I've not read anything like that.
Yeah, like I said, it was just something I came across, and it's internet, and I take anything with a pinch of salt, unless you're getting it from multiple sources, and the usual suspects would have jumped all over that. But Dave Meltzer would have been all over that with a fucking
he would have fucking
shitty
loved
stick.
that.
He would have been doing that, yeah. But yeah, the fact that it was kept secret, I feel like there was probably a change made. Somebody's probably been told they're winning and been told they're not winning because this is what's happening. But
then if we think about it, not John Cena, Cody Rhodes turning heel doesn't make sense with the way it's all been building out. like, and the way they build up like a Bad Blood, he did that,
Yeah.
and everyone thinks, oh my god, there's a third member. He's not. He's doing the fucking what John Cena does, but he did it that way, so you didn't see that
There's
bit.
so many like, there's so many conspiracy theories in this
Right.
now. It's great.
I love it.
This now.
I'm like,
I
I know,
love it.
but with that one, I'm like, use your head. He's obviously
Yeah,
done
but
that.
the thing is, though, he went from the 3, and then at Elimination Chamber, when he cut his throat and he came up, it was 2.
That would mean now to me.
So he's gone from 3. These are the speculations.
Yeah, no, I don't
This-
believe any of this.
This is where people's getting, well, what's 1?
One's Travis Scott.
No, 1 will be The Rock winning the title off Cena.
No.
That's number 1. No, 1 will be whatever. But it's all the speculation's great. I'm going out and I'm telling you now, this has been in the works since 2020. Bray Wyatt warned this was coming.
What, the John Cena?
The John Cena heels.
John Cena siding with The Rock has been going on since 2020.
No, the John Cena heel turn was told to us in 2020 by Bray.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
I know it was, but I don't think it's been. I don't think that's it.
John Cena's had heel music. He did an interview with Chris Van Ley. He said it. He's had heel music. He's been sitting on for some time.
Yeah, he's had it since like fucking 2013.
I'm going with my one is Bray warned us that this was coming.
Nah.
We just didn't know when.
I reckon, like you said, it's been done on the fly. I reckon it was Cody, and then they've gone the biggest. I think it was probably they were probably going to go down Cody, and because it was Cody and Rock at WrestleMania this year. It was. Cena had nothing to do with it. Cena wasn't going to be in there. He's probably going to face Gunther. And then when they decided to go in November, Triple H, it leads that Triple H chose Jay to win the Royal Rumble. It looks like I'm going into the fucking heaven like Ted did last week. I think that's when it changed in November. After he did when The Rock, and then in Netflix when Rock came out and he didn't do anything. I think it all changed, and it was like, right, now we're gonna have to choose somebody, and I think it was Cena.
Oh yeah,
Because
the
retirement
conspiracy theories have been great.
But
Like you said,
like I said,
the
the other week though, WrestleMania season's great because we all have different point of views of what's going to happen or where it's happened, where they've changed their mind. For all like this could be going on like Jey Uso in November. We all thought it happened in right there and then. It got cut down a fly. It wasn't. It was chosen in November by Triple H. So I love this. Like you said, the conspiracy theories and stuff. I hate some of the conspiracy theories because it's just not using your head, and you just use your head. But then again, Triple H keeping everything so low key and close to his chest. I like that rather than Tony Khan with Dave Meltzer going, "This is going to happen."
This is what wrestling needs to do. The dirt sheets need to stay out of. They don't let the dirt sheet know things are happening.
Yeah,
it makes it more entertaining. It makes the natural reaction so much. We were watching that and we weren't expecting John Cena to go. So if you go back and you watch our live stream, the reaction to John Cena turning heel was 100% pure. There was no forced on that one because there was no hints of that happening.
yeah.
We didn't have Dave Meltzer or Sean Ross leaking that potentially John Cena's going to turn heel. There was nothing because it was kept between Triple H, a writer, John Cena, and probably The Rock.
Yeah.
And then Cody would have been informed literally as it's probably going to happen.
So you got
That's
Cody
what I
weren't
like.
informed of.
I was about to say this. Go on.
Travis Scott fucking
Actually, he's injured him.
I hope Cody beat his ass when he got backstage.
He's injured him. So according to what for Fightful and Wrestling Observer Radio from Dave Meltzer, Cody got hurt. I'm pretty sure it was Travis Scott that did it. I heard he had a busted eardrum and a black eye. Nice one, Travis Scott.
And this is why you don't have people like that in the ring without putting some work in. Take a leaf out of Logan's Paul. If he wants to work in the ring, fucking learn it before you get in it.
The rapper has been training in the ring, and WWE discussed the possibility of booking him in future matches, according to Dave Meltzer.
Can't wait to see him stand in the corner of his sage. But
What rage sage? Right, what is this about?
oh mate, it's just fucking pants.
It made me rage.
We'll be able to buy Raise Sage on the WWE shop next week.
It's already there, mate. It's already there.
Him and his and Punk's bracelet, a deal.
But as much as the big shock of the night was John Cena turning heel, I was actually more shocked about something that happened a few minutes before he turned heel. Cody.
Yeah.
Mr. Squeaky Clean, the poster boy, the new John Cena, tell Rock to go fuck himself. I think we reacted more to Cody telling The Rock to go fuck himself.
I can't say that.
That is literally it.
And then Pat said the same thing as I said it. You can't say that. Pat goes, you can't say that. It's a PG show.
But yeah, we're getting an F-bomb from Cody Rhodes.
I love Pat. He's so good.
Have you watched Michael Cole's reaction to the whole segment? It's fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
That there showed me he hadn't even had a clue what was going on.
Yeah, he didn't even know. Yeah.
It was brilliant.
What? It was fantastic. It was a good story.
How long are we going to wait now to see what happens with what John?
So apparently he's not on the next 3 SmackDown Cena. From what I've read today, he's not there for the next 3 SmackDowns. So Cody's got to try and build this up on his own. Because there's no Rock, there's no Cena. So it's probably going to do like Bray Wyatt did with Taker, where he's calling him out and he doesn't come out every week.
The thing with that is Taker's presence can help bring that through.
I mean, you can have Cena vignettes. You can have Cena and The Rock do vignettes.
Yeah,
so
I
I'm
think
saying that we're not coming. We're not coming because this town doesn't deserve us, or you don't deserve an explanation. All you'll know is that at WrestleMania, I'm walking out as the WWE Universe Undisputed Champion kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? That's probably what we'll get.
We don't even need that. We just need them to turn up on screen, go to say something, and just go, nah, and just walk off.
Yeah, or that, like anything to do with a vignette at the post show. Yeah, anything to do with a vignette. As long as there's a vignette and it can build the story up without Cody just coming out and going, what do you want to talk about? Actually, screw that. Cena, get out here. And no one comes out. And then we've got 5 minutes of an awkward segment.
Change like the vignettes, have his attire change so he's not in his pastel colours. He's make him wear what he wears in Fast and Furious, jeans and a t-shirt. He doesn't even have to say anything, just walk off, or he stood there. If you can get him to record something with The Rock, stood there and let Rock talk. John Cena should stay quiet, I feel, for a little while. In bit of presence, but not say much.
I agree. He's just there.
Yeah.
And Rock does all the talking until the week before, or the SmackDown before Mania.
That's when we get the new music, the new appearance in full flow.
Yeah. Agreed. They need to do this.
That'd be really funny. I was thinking this the other day. And I made myself laugh. I went, no, because the music, it's like The Rock's is the final boss is cooking. If his new music is the corporate champ, and then it just cuts into
it's Death Rebel. It's probably going to happen.
Yeah.
Honest to God, it's Death Rebel.
Bad music from the Thugonomics album.
Do you know what? When you sent the voice note of that in the chat, I went on TikTok after it happened, and someone had already put on the Badman music saying when Cena turns heel, and I was like, and I forgot to send it to you. I thought that's fantastic. I can't wait for Brian to do a fucking walkout of that. I'll tell you on TikTok.
Can't wait. I also think one of the first things he should say, or in a vignette, the only thing he should say, not Brian, no, not Brian. But Cena, a vignette, it should be the Cena in his own clothes, whatever suit, whatever you want to do it in, and he looks straight at the camera and he just goes, "Can you see me now?" And
yeah. Yeah, that'd be sick.
Yeah, it would be.
That'd be sick. So yeah, Elimination Chamber, out of 10?
8. 8 to the end. 8 to the ending.
I'd give it a week 7.
Because of this segment, and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, I'd give it I'd probably go 8. because of them two reasons. And the Women's Chamber wasn't bad. Women's Chamber was good.
Yeah, it was the
men's.
segment at the end.
I felt like towards the ending of the match of the men's was good, with the story between Seth and Punk, with him shouting "die" through the thing. I thought that was fantastic, and we're going to talk about Raw in a minute, but it leads on fantastically for Raw and WrestleMania. And then the end segment just blows it out of the water anyway, so it don't matter. But when we talk about shows in the Triple H era, that's probably going to be brought up next to WrestleMania 40.
Yeah.
That's probably going to be I'd actually say that segment at the end's probably going to make it the most memorable show in Triple H's era.
WrestleMania 40 for me, night 2.
For you, yeah.
Because of Cody and Roman.
Yeah, but I think the John Cena heel turn for the average fan will be the one. Like if you go in 10 years' time, what's the one thing you can remember from Triple H's era? John Cena turn heel will be the first thing people come out with.
Fair enough. I'm not going to argue with you on that one. And then Raw started off a bit slow.
Started off really well.
Well, started off really well with Punk and Seth. Punk came out, straight away stripped the table and went, who should we talk about? And Pat's going, The Rock, the final boss. And he goes, the final boss. And he goes, I'm just saying. And Pat being the little shithouse he is.
Go on, Pat.
And then calls out the final boss. Use some profanity.
He did.
As the saying. I know I'm saying this because John hates Punk, so this is why I'm covering Punk's bit. And then calls out Seth. But straight away with Punk coming out, you could tell something's going to happen. Because he came, obviously they're talking about how he's pissed off and upset that Seth cost him the chamber. And he wants Seth. So then obviously as he's talking, Seth's music comes out and then immediately he runs. Seth looks like he's about to do his entrance, his little dance. But then realises Punk's running at him and then they fucking go at it. And it goes on for a good, I'd say 7 minutes, 10 minutes.
And then he rattles around
and then
backstage
the night.
a couple times. Yeah. It was, do you know what? Right, it was a good promo by him. It was definitely a poor me promo that they needed to do for him. Like, John Cena, why did you come back and get an op? I had to qualify. It was a full-on poor me, like, I deserve everything.
It was a poor Drew McIntyre thing.
Yeah, that's it. That's you know what, that's how I felt with it. He was doing everything he took the piss out of McIntyre for doing. Blaming everybody else for him losing. Somebody else cost him, but he cost Drew his title. He was doing the same thing as what Drew's been doing, which is great because it's it gives Drew then ammo to go back in that storyline going, well, look, when you weren't winning and you were there, you did what I did. You blamed everybody else but yourself.
Yeah.
And it was good. The fact they did let it brawl all night through the stands, through the stadium, and then it ended up with it obviously being announced in a Hell in a Cell match at Madison Square Garden next week. Says everything about it. It's going to go off. I'm with you, though. Roman's back on Raw Monday night.
Yeah, during that steel cage match, it's going off.
Yeah. Roman's come back, and he is... They're both getting speared.
Yeah, they're both getting taken out. And that's why I'm going to be doing Raw, so then I can hold up my ones when the Tribal Chief returns at his rightful place.
And then the favour's going to get called in because he wants Roman now as well as Seth. And I don't want it to be payoff, but I know that you're right what you said before. The payoff, Punk will win because Punk wants his WrestleMania moment.
It's the main event at WrestleMania. He's got him.
I don't want it to be the main event. I really hope that
they're not going to have Roman doing mid-card, Joe.
No, I really hope it's the Jay and Jimmy thing. I would like that. That'd be good for an ending because we're going to get the heel ending night too. But I as much as it's going to probably annoy me,
would
it
you
will
even
be.
Take what they did last year and have Jay and Gunther at the start of night 2, and Jimmy comes out then and has.
It takes the man. I think it's just a nice match. It's a memory moment.
I agree, but with what's going on with Roman, Seth, and Punk, and that is probably going to main event. Then instead of having it at the start of night 1, would you not have it at the start of night 2, have the feel-good moment right at the start of the show, and at the end have the, oh my god, Cena's won heel turn, well, heel shit happen, and they still get Jimmy and Jay holding the titles up?
If that's the way they want to do it and they are going to main event that way, then yeah, probably. But I would like night 1 to close off with them 2 in the ring.
I agree. Like I said, I agree, but it ain't. It's gonna. They're not gonna have
You know,
Roman
with like
do a
Sammy
mid-card.
coming out with them, and Cody could come out at that point as well. You know, people celebrating the pairing and picking the titles
Because
up.
if you think about it, they do it that way. Roman comes out at the top of the entrance ramp, while Jay's having his moment with Jimmy and Sammy, and he's at the top of the entrance ramp with Paul Heyman clapping him, and acknowledging him and giving him like, yeah, okay, you've done it. And then the end of night 2, you have the whole heel thing. That's the only thing, because, like I said, they've got Punk there. Punk wants his main event. He ain't going to mid-card, and he ain't going to open the show. And Roman's definitely not going to do a mid-card. They're going to have Roman
if it open the show, though, it's like last year, open the show with it, and you've got the excitement for the rest of the night then.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. Punk's not one of... So they say, don't they? If you're not out last, you want to go out first.
Yeah.
Well, look at Lesnar in that in the Kofi Mania.
Didn't you go to that one?
I won't be in it for that reason.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
But yeah, it's...
I like saying it.
Yeah.
The way I wanted to go, and the way you might want to go, and the way Ted wants to go, so it'll probably going to be different. It's about how WrestleMania goes. We're not...
No, Jay and Gunther needs to... It's for the title. You've won the Royal Rumble. You need to headline WrestleMania. That's the whole point of it. However, Jay's unfortunate position and Gunther's is that Roman and Punk are not in a title match.
This is it. You've just nailed it there. Traditionally, the Royal Rumble winner headlines WrestleMania. But obviously, we've got Punk, Seth, and Roman is a big match. And we're not going to...
The only reason... Sorry, people are probably going to go, well, you not keep mentioning Seth. Because Seth has never... Obviously, he's always wanted his main event. But not once have you heard... I mean, you've never heard Roman cry about a main event. But not once have you ever heard Seth go, I should be in the main event. Like, legit. Whereas Punk's come out post WWE, AEW, say, I'm in the main event. I should be in the main event. Seth's never done that. So that's why I never put Seth in the same category as Punk. Because Punk thinks he deserves it, whereas Seth, as we all know, he deserves it.
I go out on a limb and say, if the option's given to them, Roman would be happy to open the show too.
Oh yeah, defo.
It'd be Punk that'll be lobbying for the main event. He wants that main event. That's why
he needs that main event.
Yeah, he needs that for his ego.
Yeah.
I main event in night 1. But traditionally, the main event of WrestleMania, if we didn't have a 2-night main event, the traditional way is the Royal Rumble winner is the last match on.
Yeah,
but we're not getting that.
Half the time that doesn't happen either, does it?
But we're not getting that this year.
Real won it in 2011. They opened the show with Edge. Who won it? Like there's so many times in Kofi, not Kofi.
Yeah.
There's so many times like when you look back at WrestleMania, it was always Lesnar in the main event.
Yeah, it's a pity, but
it's a fucking shame. So yeah, we open with that. Now your boys are gonna have to jog my memory as we go along here. Match wise, I think the first match of the night was, jog my memory,
Ivy Dial versus...
Was that the first match of the night? I thought that was
Otis Gunther.
Oh, it was Otis versus Gunther, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Great match.
Yeah, it was a good match.
Very good match. I did expect it to be a squash match, but then they give Otis a bit of time to actually show that he can go.
Yeah.
Still say they should have let him cash in his title, the briefcase, and win the title. But I don't book the show. Vince did then. Not bad. But yeah, it was a good match. Good showing by Otis, and obviously he was setting up for the beatdown, and Jay to come for the save, and then Gunther tapped Jay out, passed Jay out. But yeah, it was a good showing. And then we went into Ivy Nile, Ivy Valkyrie.
Yeah, we did.
Trigger should have been pulled last night. Now, in hindsight, watching the match, the show now I know why the trigger wasn't pulled for Ivy Nile to take the title from Lyra, because we had what happened later in the night. But the IC title on the women's is just it's pointless right now. It's doing nothing. It has no prestige like the US version has with Chelsea.
Yeah,
I'm not running Valkyrie down before anybody jumps on me back or anything. I think she's good in the ring. I just don't think momentum. She's the one. She's not the one that take that title to the level it deserves.
She's got no momentum. I said this the other week, and was it Phoebes? No, it wasn't Phoebes because she was going against her. Someone called me out on it, and I'm like, I'm not. It's not the fact that she's not good, because Lyra Valkyria is very good, and we know how good she is. You see SmackDown, and you see Chelsea Green is not just on SmackDown. She's on NXT. She appears on Raw. She's got the title. She's got the character of the Karen. And she has Piper with her, who is the bodyguard. Yes, it might be a comedy skit half the time, but Chelsea Green is very very good. She's got the crowd behind her. And they're using her right. Lyra Valkyria has got a gimmick that was over in NXT because the crowd is very small. That can't get over on the main roster as much as Pat tries to go do the woos and they pipe in the woos as well. I think they need to do something with her with Becky if Becky ever returns. I think Becky's the one to put her over more than anyone.
Yeah,
the IC title for me, if I was to give it anyone right now, I'd probably give it. Sounds. I know I said it goes against everything I said. I'd give it Bayley. I'd let Bayley have a bit of a run with it to get some prestige into it because she's on TV week in, week out. Have a feud with Roxanne. Roxanne takes it from her, then Roxanne goes and faces Dakota, and then by then hopefully Lyra's built herself up, and then Lyra goes up against it again.
So for me, I think if they didn't put this person in NXT, she would have been the perfect person to take it.
Grace.
That's
why I've not mentioned her.
If she was only did like a couple of weeks stint and she come up and then took it, yeah. If she, because she featured in the WrestleMania, that's her call up, maybe. But Bayley, it's struggling, and I know it's totally against everything we said about these titles a few weeks back when they were coming through. It's struggling. We may have to put it around an established star's waist to get it.
To get where we need it to be.
Yeah.
And if Bayley's the one, then Bayley's the one. I don't even think giving it to Dakota Kai or Ivy Nile is going to do it any good. I think it needs somebody.
Will. I think Dakota will. This is what I said the other week about Dakota and the difference between her and Lyra Valkyria. Dakota's on TV week in, week out with Damage Control, or she's in segments with EO, or when Kairi's back, Kairi and Asuka. Asuka's, if you didn't know, Asuka's injuries had a setback. She's not going to be back till way after WrestleMania.
So put on Asuka.
Again, if Asuka's there, you put it on Asuka, and then you help her with Kairi. Dakota, because she's got something behind her now, and the fans are starting to get there. So for me, I would give it Dakota because she has momentum behind her, whereas Lyra Valkyria hasn't. Ivy Nile came out. She gets the reaction with the "you suck" chants because obviously Kurt Angle. But let's face it, she's got nothing behind her either.
No.
Yeah.
They're relying on this Chad Gable storyline to boost this group to the next level.
Yep. Agreed. It needs it. Do you know what it needs? It needs the Chelsea Green rub. To be fair, I would put what's her name over there? Nia. Give her the title.
Yeah.
Give it Nia for a bit. But yeah. So that you had that match. You had the tag match between the Creeds, Ivar, and Eric.
Just before that, we had the vignette of Chad Gable in wherever he's at. I don't want to guess, Mexico or whatever,
Yeah, it's Mexico,
searching
isn't it?
around for the person that Dom sent him down. And then he was greeted by a shadowy figure
Mm-hmm.
in a back alley with a box who sort of kind of looked like Uncle Howdy
Yeah, I thought
to a degree. And now we obviously, because WWE love storylines having a pointless object in it. What's in the fucking box?
that. A mask.
Mr. America.
I think it's Mr. America as well.
Yeah, Mr. America's mask.
Or a picture of a Chavo Guerrero.
Yeah, Karen White.
I wish it were Curly and White. That'd be brilliant.
But
This
yes,
is what
we
you
had
could have
that.
got. But you've been given the cat angle rub.
Obviously, between that, I'm just looking now as well. So we had a promo from Kaiser.
Yes.
Talking about Penta as well. Some backstage stuff with Bianca Belair as well.
Judgment Day.
Talking about Jade being obviously attacking and stuff. And then, yeah, it was the War Machine against the Creed brothers. I like both of these two wrestling, but I struggled with this match last night.
I don't think they mix well.
Yeah, it's not the combination that goes well together. I struggled. If you watch the stream back, this is the point where I was starting to dip because
Yeah.
it weren't great. It was a good match.
I don't think it was a good match. It wasn't. I agree with you. The styles don't go together. It's when you watch them, and the first match, I think that's why they had the DQ at the end of it. It just, there's no, like when you watch the Judgment, when you watched Finn and JD versus them two, Ivar and Eric, it was great because you had the two cruiserweights. Well, I know Finn's not cruiserweight, but he's less heavy than them two, isn't he?
Yeah.
You had them two doing. You had JD doing the flip and obviously injuring himself, but still carrying on even though he's injured. Finn being Finn and being the absolute tremendous wrestler we know he is. It works. If you would have put Gallows and Anderson against him, it works. I think.
Like with Dom and it would Dom and.
Oh, is it Dom?
JD.
Sorry, Dom and Jade. Sorry, my mate. And then you have Fraxium. When they come up, they need to go on Raw. They can't go to SmackDown. SmackDown's tag division is stacked, and it's great because it's been shown week in, week out on SmackDown in several matches, not just one. And I'm not talking about the four that are going to be look like they're going to be in a match at WrestleMania. You've also got Berto and Angel there as well, who are starting to get up there as well. Raw's division, you've literally got the Creeds, you've got Dom and JD when JD's fit, and you've got Ivar and Eric.
LWO.
Oh, the LWO, I forgot about them. And the LWO work well with Ivar and Eric. You got the New Day as well, but I just think the New Day needs to stay away from tag titles.
Yeah, I said this last night on the stream. Someone asked about New Day. I think right now New Day need to. They've got it down to a T, but I think they just need to run on this heel run. They don't need a title run on it. They just need to run this heel run and let's nail this down and not give a shit about anything. And that includes the title. Why? We've already done it. Why should we win it again? That's their attitude. Why should we hold that gold again? We've done it. Why do we need it again?
Yeah.
And that's the way there. Yeah, that's probably what it is. There were four big guys doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Big, strong moves. One or two of them could do flips off the top ropes. And yeah, it was all right. But yeah, I lost it.
The shooting star press were impressive.
When a big guy does them moves, they're always impressive.
Yeah, I agree.
They're always there.
It was impressive, I agree.
But then we went into a promo with Bron Breakker and Jackie Redmayne.
Yeah.
How about Bron Breakker?
That Bron Breakker came out of them caves, down the mines, and cut a promo. Obviously he's got a tag on his back going to Mania. There's so many people who are after what Bron's got, and Bron's obviously trying to push that he's going to be the one. Obviously he took digs at Judgment Day.
They weren't bloody happy about it, I'll tell you now.
No. And once he mentioned Finn's name, it was a bit like a Joe Hendry moment. Say his name and he shall appear.
Yeah.
Finn's music hit. He came to the ring, cut a really good promo back at him.
That's where I fell asleep.
That way he fell asleep.
I remember now, because Finn came out, and the next thing I know, it's over.
So he cut a really good promo, basically just saying that, when him and Braun face each other, that Braun's going out and he's not winning and stuff like that. Braun took a dislike to it, came down the ring. Obviously, then Judgment Day got involved. Carlito got sent for Burton. He made me laugh calling Dom's Tash the Dirty Sanchez Tash as well. He caught Dom, sent Dom flying, and got in the ring and dealt with Finn. Great military press from him as well.
It was so clean.
I know Finn's got he's probably light as anything, but he made him look like he was lifting a toy above his head. It looked like he had Finn's Mattel over his head. It was that clean and that absolute fluid in it, and it was great. And then obviously Dom saved Finn from the spear, and then Paul Carley got it instead.
Carley.
Also, sorry, back on to... sorry, I know we've gone way past it. But Pat calling Dom a trash can Dom. When he said that he's just threw Dom at him.
Yeah.
That
fucking
told me that.
Perfect.
Great.
Pat and Dom at WrestleMania?
Pat and Dom at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
If you're gonna get Dom in a match, get him in with Pat.
Yeah, it has to be. There's nothing else that's going for Dom at the moment by being Liv's bitch.
Yeah. And then
the segment with the Judgment Day at the start as well, we didn't mention, when Dom said to Finn, "Are you alright?" And Finn's like, yeah. And it turns around and looks like he's fucking annoyed by them all. And then Dom's like, "We do need another member." And he's like, "Shut up about another member. Judgment Day doesn't need a member." And then sarcastically praises Liv and Raquel for winning the tag titles.
All that time, Paul Carlito just wants to play 2K, but can't get the DLC.
2K24, by the way. He can't even get the new one. He's got to wait till the 7th. Wait, if you want to watch 2K, come join us on Twitch and TikTok. On the 7th, we'll be live for it. I just... That bit there, because it looks like Finn's slowly trying to... It looks like he's trying to win the Intercontinental title with them, so they can help him, and then he'll come off.
See, this is where Gallows and Anderson would have been great.
Yeah, I agree.
That Finn's uses them, and then you got Dom and Carlito.
Yeah.
I would say JD, but obviously we're gonna be off TV for a little while. In the ring, celebrate him, and then out of nowhere, Anderson and Gallows attack them two and take them two out. Yeah. And that's they throw up the two sweets, and that's Finn's new.
That's Balor Club.
Forward.
Balor Club.
Finally, that's Balor Club.
Yeah.
10 years after the fact.
Yeah. It's 10 years since the tweet, "Where are you, Carl Anderson and Gallows holding the NXT door open?"
On a serious note, and I know they've left and they won't do, what if when Anderson's fit, they sign for WWE again? I know it's not going to happen. They are obviously going to go to Japan or
Mate, I want him to work with Finn, and I want it to be a heel group, not a piss take, funny laugh and joke like they did with AJ. A serious heel group with them three together. It's money.
Maybe, because in my head, there's no reason to release him at all, because Anderson's injured. But have they released him? Kind of like what happened with Carmella. And we're going to hear Carmella's story this week. She's on a podcast this week, and she's going to come out with that. So we'll talk about that next week, or I might do a video on it, whatever. But have they released him because he is injured, and it is going to be another 3 or 4 months before he's fit. So if they released him just to get him off the payroll for a couple of months, and then go, right, when you're fit, we'll sign you back up again.
Yeah, potentially. Well,
and it gives Gallows some time in independence, because maybe that's what he wanted to do, to try to, so he doesn't have ring.
Well, he's probably not even going to do independence. He's probably going to work on that business with his wife, and so that's probably potentially what they're looking at.
Yeah. Just a thought I had.
Yeah, no, I like it, but it's just whether it's pays off that way. It'd be great. And if they went after AJ, and that's the storyline as well, they beat down on AJ.
Yeah.
And it gives AJ, that passionate touch with Finn as well to take over and stuff like that. And it squashes a lot of questions. Who's the top dog in Bullet Club and all that lot. But yeah, and then we got the main event. A banger of a main event for a Monday night. Yeah. Absolute
banger. And everybody in the chat was like, "Who's your pick?" I had Rhea to win.
I think we all had Rhea.
Did not see this one coming for a Monday night. Obviously, Bianca came out and sat ringside because she's going to face the winner of this match at Mania. Io once again took the platform to remind everybody that she is a main eventer in the women's division.
Yeah.
People question it. If anybody's questioning why Io's getting title shot after title shot and being in the War Games matches or anything like that, I urge you to watch that match. That match there alone will show you why Io is a top star in the women's division. Mami was still great. Doing a thing.
Will always be great.
Mami's probably the best they've got in the business right now.
Yeah.
In the female, and I'm talking in the wrestling business of all the females.
Agreed.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm going to go out on a limb, and I don't care if it's controversial or what people think. Tell me in the comments what you think. I put Io as second right now after her recent performances in ring. Io's great, and I'm glad that she's getting a WrestleMania moment. So if you're not aware, here's the spoiler. I've been trying to hold back, but Io pinned and beat Mami last night for the women's title, booking her place against Bianca Belair at WrestleMania.
Yep.
Clean as well.
Wow.
Ish.
I have an issue with that. Why wasn't a DQ once Bianca put her hands on Mami?
Well, that's going to be the thing, isn't it?
Is that the working? Is that like Rhea going to be kicking off? She put hands on me, the ref didn't stop the match.
It doesn't seem very Mami-like, though, does it?
No.
It's a bit of a tough one.
Well, maybe they've done that, and now she's desperate because she wants to get to WrestleMania. So we're going to see a side to Mami we've not seen before, where she's that desperate to get to WrestleMania. She's going to use anything to try and put herself into that match.
Yeah, so is it that way, or do we see the other side of Mami where she just obliterates the entire locker room every week until Adam Pearce gives in and gives her what she wants?
Well, you can do whatever you want on Raw. It don't fucking matter, does it? Adam Pearce has no control over anything. Not like Nick Aldis.
Every women's match that gets booked on Raw for next week, Mami comes out and beats the shit out of the pair of them.
Yeah.
And then Adam Pearce is like, "Well, why are you doing this?" And she's like, "I want Mania. Put me in that match." But yeah, that was Raw in a nutshell, really. Good Raw. It weakened off in the middle, hence Matt went for a nap. Nap, he sleep.
Matt went sleep. Matt worked till 12.
But yeah, it was good. It was good Raw overall. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of stuff coming up. We mentioned it before, but this week, obviously, if you've pre-ordered 2K, it comes out on the 7th, which is the Friday. Come join me in the morning. I'll be live to do some 2K. We'll play some matches. Possibly look at GM mode. See if I can beat the computer this time, because I never fucking can. I'm not playing with John because he fucking steals me fucking competitors.
In my soul, something,
I'll just get
something, Cody Rhodes.
I'll get heel Cena.
If you want to see what we mean, head to TikTok. It's on there.
And if you want to watch,
watch it on the playlist from Matt versus John.
Check the playlist. We never finished it because one, time restraints, and it was a ball ache for John to set up at home because he was doing it from his couch at the time, so it was very hard for him to do. Now he's got his own setup. We've all got our own setup, so it's going to be easy for us to do. But yeah, 2K content coming Friday. I'm in the morning on Twitch. Then Ted will go live on Twitch, and I'll go live on TikTok. So come join us. We'll be playing some games together and stuff. So that's fun. I can't wait to do that. John's going to be recording some 2K stuff for YouTube. Career mode, is it, John? Are you going to be doing?
Yeah, so I always hammer the career mode. I'll go into detail on the creation of my pro as well, because I take it really serious. The only thing I probably won't be showing on there because of copywriting is when I build my entrance, but that's fine. There is a way you can turn the music off on it though as well. So
there is. If you go options, it goes creator mode.
Yeah. So I'll probably have you can see the entrance I put together. But yeah, I will do the building of the character and the story mode. I'll be on YouTube. And I mentioned it earlier on. I'll be live doing it on Twitch as well. And I'll try and do it when you guys are not on it as well, so I'm not taking away the viewerships. So I don't finish work until 9 o'clock anyway, so I'll probably be late on. I'll probably do an hour or so on Friday. More of it will probably roll out. But yes, there will be the career mode, My Rise, whatever they called it this year. Going out on the channel. Then there will be the return of the Matt versus John versus the Ted GM.
Series.
Your boy.
Now he can say it. Now he can say it's your boy Ted.
So we're just waiting on some finer details on how that's going to work out and how it all plays. We'll find out on Friday.
We'll find out Friday.
We'll probably give it, but you know what? I'll probably do that Friday if you just want off stream. Just give it a test run and see how it works for us. A bit of a laugh.
Yeah.
And then I'll start career mode like Sunday or something.
We've got videos.
Then we've got.
So go on.
Then we've got LFG on Saturday night.
Well, before that, we've got top 5 on Thursday. Top 5 Hall of Fame classes that comes out. It'll be going out about 6 o'clock.
Please, when you come
Hall
let's
of
get
Fame classes.
If you want to know why we're saying that, watch the top 5 video.
Don't make
you nearly broke Matt in seconds.
Read the thumbnail, folks. And the title says it. Yeah, and then like Ted said, LFG on Saturday morning we've got predictions because AEW Revolution is Sunday night. So we've got predictions going out Saturday morning. Ted is live in the
for us in the UK. That's Sunday going into Monday.
Sorry. Yeah, Sunday night, Monday morning. Ted is live on our Discord, so join the Discord. The link is in the description. Go join the Discord. Ted is live at about 7:30 to watch the 3rd episode of LFG. It's
show
really
this
good.
week.
It's a good show. Go and join him. Have a chat after it.
Have you seen this week's? Apparently they're doing group promos and
I hate when they do promos when they're new as well. It's so awkward. Then obviously Revolution Sunday night, Monday morning. I am live for Raw. You're gonna get me next week, and then I'm live for NXT. I'm live tonight for NXT as well. Come join me for tonight for NXT.
Yeah, and I think you've got plans as well for your Twitch tonight, so they might have already seen if you're doing your Twitch as well.
Yeah,
for your
so
SmackDown versus Raw.
This will already be out by then, but I'm hopefully. I will be going live on Twitch as well, so come join us on Twitch. I'm going to play some SmackDown vs. Raw 2006. 2K24 is kind of dead, so I'm going to go and play GM mode on SVR 2006 and get a certain someone up to World Champion Chris Benoit because I can get away with it on Twitch. But yeah, and then obviously it's the lead up to WrestleMania, so we've got videos coming out 3 times a week, twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week because now 2K content. Next weekend there is a video that's coming from me and Ted. What did we call it? A react.
Yeah.
It's a react video.
Yeah, just a react video.
We reacted to an Attitude Era. We're going to see if it works, and we don't get copyrighted. And if we don't, we can do more. Basically, one of us chooses a video that week, we react to it, and then the other one chooses the week after. So I could learn about New Japan.
Woo!
Or
you never know.
More about the early days of AEW when I fucking hated it.
We'll find out. But right, guys, I've had to stand up because I need to go do something. So it's a good point to end the show. You know where to find us all now. TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, Wrestling Fellas. Discord, link below. Get in it. Join us for the chat. Catch you all in the next one.
Peace.
Yeet.